Oh, did you grab? That's the poop bag. Burp. So I just wanted to do a pregnancy update, and I haven't posted any videos in a couple weeks. All of this coronavirus stuff that's been going on has been pretty stressful. Obviously, we're delivering soon. Our hospital isn't doing anything abnormal, so Reed is still going to be allowed in the room with me when I give birth. There are some hospitals that were forcing women to give labor alone, which is obviously horrible. But thankfully, our hospital isn't going to be like that, so far as we know so far. I don't know about that. Anyway. But hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos up coming up. There might be a lag once we do give birth. I'm not entirely sure when that's going to be, obviously, so sometime in the next 3 weeks, hopefully before May 1st. My next appointment is coming up in, gosh, 2.5 weeks. I'm not going in every single week, just because I am going on post and because of the whole coronavirus outbreak stuff. Super fun. But other than that, things have been going really well. Nash is still kicking a lot, and I've been crocheting. I've been knitting a blanket for her, and that's been going fairly well. Super excited to show you guys that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video of the nursery getting set up and the kind of overview of it. I'll see if, I don't know if the audio is going to work out for it. I used a new audio plugin for my other Canon for my T3i, so I don't know how the audio ended up on that, but I might end up doing a voiceover for it, or I might just keep the audio. We'll see what happens. But we have, I don't know, for some reason in this house we have a lot of like a background noise that happens whenever I make videos. Even if I like, we have an air purifier, and even if I turn that off, there's always still this like background just white noise no matter what. So other than that, we've also been pretty lax about playing the baby crying sounds for Blue because they're so horrible, and Reed and I hate them so much. I don't want to like, oh God, I'm so burpy. I don't want to like annoy Reed too much with them, but I know we need to do them. So I did get a request from Amy on the last pregnancy video to talk about some of the more uncomfortable or TMI moments of pregnancy, and obviously, as you guys can tell, I am extremely gassy. Before pregnancy, I could not burp. That probably sounds stupid to some of you, but I couldn't burp. So like, if I had gas trapped in my stomach, it would come up in like little gurgles, but not in burps. But since, oh gosh, probably fairly early on in pregnancy, I have just been burping like a mad woman. So any time that I eat, I've just like, it's just like this stream of burps constantly. But Other than that, I fart all the time. I am so gassy. I'm so gassy, you guys. The other biggest thing that I've had has been like ridiculous constipation. So it's like, pregnancy's glamorous. We'll start with that. But I'll go and sit down to like pee and I'll be like, oh, no, I have to poop now. I should have brought my phone or my Kindle. And then you're there for an hour. It's great. It's just so fun. It's just so fun. Now I'm into the section of, so the last trimester, the last month, your body tries to like start clearing itself out essentially. And you start needing Imodium a lot. So I'm in that section now, which is great. So I go back and forth between being so constipated and then so very, very not constipated. And then of course burping all of the time. It's a sexy process. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it's really attractive. Other than that, like my legs are bloated. I haven't shaved my legs in a long time, y'all. A long time. I haven't shaved my legs in a very, very long time. Because I can't reach them. I did cut my toenails a few, oh gosh, I want to say like two weeks ago. They were getting pretty bad, and they don't look pretty, y'all. They do not look pretty, but they got done. I actually need to do them again, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So we'll see if I can or not. Probably not. But so I can't shave my legs. I've got stretch marks all over my butt and my belly. And they're just deep red. And the funny thing about so the first place that I got stretch marks was on my butt, but it hasn't grown at all. So like I measured before we got pregnant. I like decided that I was gonna get healthy and I was gonna start exercising. I got a sports bra, so you know, I was like, it's a cute sports bra, I'm gonna start exercising. Anyway, so I took all my measurements beforehand so I could like track progress. And when I started getting stretch marks on my butt, I took my measurement of my butt again, and it has not grown. To this day, my butt has not grown, but it was the first place to get stretch marks, and it continues to have more stretch marks. But like I don't understand why it has stretch marks, because it has not grown at all. It hasn't grown at all. But it has stretch marks. My belly has stretch marks too, but it was the last place to get stretch marks, and it's grown obviously a ton. I think the biggest thing behind us getting pregnant though is Reed and I have kind of gotten to know each other a little bit better. Like obviously now Reed knows that if I'm in excruciating pain, I don't want him to touch me at all. I don't want you to rub my back. I don't want you to pat my head. Pat my head. Pat my head. No. No. You don't want that. But Reed's been pretty funny because he's usually, he's absolutely amazing. He's absolutely incredible. And I don't know what I did or what I'm meant to do in the future to have deserved such an amazing husband, and to deserve such an amazing just friend and general person to have in my life, because he is truly perfect for me. Perfect for me, perfect to me. But he does have his moments. For example, probably about, gosh, I want to say about 2 months ago. So preface, so that he doesn't sound too bad, I have already gained more weight than I was supposed to. And at that point, I had also already gained more weight than I was supposed to. But we'll let you be the judge of the interaction. So we were sitting down and we were eating, and I was eating those like frozen taquitos, and I was dipping them in queso, because if you haven't done that yet, whether you're pregnant or not, you need to. It's delicious. So I'm eating quesos and I'm eating taquitos and queso. Obviously a very healthy diet. And I was scrolling through Instagram, and we have multiple friends who are pregnant right now. And one of them, I commented on our belly, because of course, you know, as women, we compare ourselves to other people for stupid reasons. And I was like, oh, when I was that far along, my belly was so much bigger. To which my perfect, wonderful spouse replied, oh, well, she probably had a flat stomach to begin with. Then he has the absolute unmitigated gall to look at me and ask if he can have a taquito and queso. Did I give him a taquito and queso? Did I give him a taquito and queso? No, my friends, I did not give him a taquito and queso. I stared him straight in the eyes, dead-faced, and I ate every last taquito, and then I finished the queso too. She probably had a flat stomach to begin with. Oh. For the next couple weeks, anytime he asked me for anything, I said, oh, do you want a queso? Do you want a taquito? You want a taquito and queso? That was our little joke. To be fair to Reed, he has been extremely wonderful throughout this pregnancy. I've had quite a few body image issues surrounding my weight gain. I've always been extremely tiny, partially due, I used to think it was due to a high metabolism. Now I kind of think it was due to me not sufficiently feeding myself, which is possible. We've all gone through rough spots where we can't always afford the best food. But I was underweight and unhealthy for the majority of my life. And when Reed and I started dating is when I started putting on weight, because he started feeding me. And throughout our marriage, I have continuously gained weight, but in the last, the year before we got pregnant especially, I put on not an unhealthy amount of weight at all. I looked a lot healthier. I looked a lot better. I looked happier. I looked healthier. I had that like healthy glow about me. But when I got pregnant, I guess I didn't expect, I knew that I was going to put on weight, and I knew that I was okay with that because of course I'd never put on weight before, so I was okay with it. But the first time, it was actually my first YouTube video when I was editing it, and I saw myself from behind. It didn't look like me at all. It didn't look like me. And I broke down crying because I didn't know that that's what I looked like. And for some reason I had it in my head that it was gross and disgusting. And I told Reed that. I told him how I felt about it, and he was so kind, and he was so kind and wonderful. And to put it in perspective too, like Reed's one of those, like, I lift weights up and I put them back down people. He looks like a Greek god. And he held me and he hugged me and he told me that I was beautiful, and I told him that I think my exact words were, I'm so fat, I'm so gross. And obviously I'm not, you guys, like, I know that. Logically, I know that. But, he told me that I don't look fat, I look pregnant, and that I'm absolutely gorgeous. And then he said, if, you know, after you give birth, if you still don't like your body, then we'll do something. And it was so amazing to have that support from him, and to know that, like, that he didn't feel that way, because I'm on, like, all of the pregnancy apps. And there's a lot of shitty husbands out there, you guys. And I am so thankful that I don't have one of them. Y'all women who have those shitty husbands, you keep posting about it, because the rest of us, it makes us value our husbands more. Probably not going to include that in this video because that was a shitty thing to say, Rachel. Anyway, taquitos and queso. Reed's definitely said some other pretty stupid things. He was complaining the other day that our floor hasn't been mopped in a really long time, and it needs to be. And Reed is the main reason why it needs to be mopped. And so he, every couple of weeks, he'd be like, oh gosh, I really wish we have a mop. This floor is really gross. And Reed knows where the mop is. He knows where the mop is. So I vacuum. I try and vacuum every day. I don't always get to it, just depending on like how bad my sciatica is, or you know, how exhausted I am. Obviously, I'm exhausted. I'm like breathing heavy, just sitting in a chair and talking. But apparently the other day I was like, well, you know where the mop is, so unless you want to mop it, see, there we go. It's not getting mopped until I can bend over to pick up the bucket with water in it. And he kind of acquiesced to that. And I honestly, I thought he was gonna go get the mop and clean it, because Reed's pretty particular. The kitchen floor is still a hot mess. It's still a hot mess, y'all. He did clean the bathtub though, because he also complained about that. And then I literally just like pointed at my belly like, what you think I'm gonna do about that? Like, I can't clean the bathtub right now. Technically I could. I'm not going to though. That would be uncomfortable. But let's see what other funny things have happened. Let's see. I'm gassy, I'm constipated, I burp all the time. Being like introverted and being stuck at home all the time, I never knew. Like, I've always thought and been like, oh, I'm an introvert, I love being home, and I do. And like being a military wife, that has been extremely handy, that I'm not a social butterfly, and that I don't need that constant interaction from other people, because obviously we do move. You know, in the last year we've moved twice, and then the house that we're in now, we're actually going to be moving out of and moving on post in the next few, hopefully before August, because that's when our lease is up. But so we're going to be moving a lot, and it's difficult to make friends when you're moving that often. Reed and I know we've met some people who have a really hard time settling into new places, and it takes them, you know, a year to settle in, and then they're good for a year, and then it takes them, you know, a year and a half to make friends, and then all of a sudden they know the next year they have to leave, and then it takes them a year to pack up and get ready for the move. So they're never like, they never feel at home. But Reed and I, this is our since we've been married, this is our fourth home that we've had. So that's in 7 years. So 5 of those was spent at my mother's house, 1 in Alaska, 6 months in Virginia, and then we'll be in this particular house for 6 months. And we've gotten really good at, like, the moment, I think for me, it's the moment that my desk is set up and our bed is set up, I feel like it's my house. My desk, our bed, and the couch too, definitely the couch. I feel like it's our house, and it's our home, and we're good. And once the shower is clean, which I made redo when we moved in, because it was gross. But so I'm thankful for that. But with this whole quarantine thing and not being able to even go into the store and see and just like look and touch things. Apparently, I don't need friends to talk to, but I do need inanimate objects at the store to look at and touch.
Yep.
Gross. Oh, that actually was a really gross one. So some of my burps are like burp vomits. Ugh, it's real bad. It's real bad. sexy. So it's been a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, not being able to just like go to Target and walk around and be like, oh, that's really cute stuff. I don't need it, but it's cute. It's been super difficult. And Reed, of course, is home too right now. And with him being home, I feel so bad because he is one of those people who like needs social interaction and he needs more than social interaction. He needs to have a duty and he needs to have meaning. And staying at home, his duty and meaning is not getting sick, and that's not really enough for him. So he's going really, really stir crazy. So he takes a ride on his motorcycle every single day. Obviously, he doesn't talk to anyone. It's just him by himself on his motorcycle. And that's just to get out of the house. And then obviously he's working out every single day. And then we go for a dog walk every day. And we go and walk to the mailbox every day together. And those are like our outings. Other than once a week, we do grocery pickup. And typically on that same day, or the day after, he'll go to the store and like get anything that we couldn't get in our grocery pickup. So like meats and stuff like that is typically what he gets. Or he'll like go and scour for rice. He tried to get me my favorite coffee creamer. It was unsuccessful. But other than that, I haven't been leaving the house, and I feel so like trapped. I feel trapped. So whenever Reed goes literally anywhere, I hop in the truck and I go with him. And I just sit in the car and let it run while he's doing his stuff. But, oh God, so gross. I'm so sexy. I need to stop saying that. It's not attractive. But anyway, yeah, so it's definitely been hard staying at home. I never knew how hard it would be because I am very introverted. I need a lot of time alone. The other hard part about it, specifically about having Reed home, is that we both need a significant amount of alone time. And we're not getting that because we're both always here. So when he goes on his motorcycle rides, it's really nice. We get to like be alone and not with each other anymore. It's better for our marriage, realistically. I mean, everyone needs alone time. Reed and I need a lot. But that's definitely been like the hardest part, is that I have a very set routine of when I'm here by myself, but when Reed's here, I can't keep with that, because in my head I don't know, for some reason in my head I need to like entertain him and spend as much time with him as possible, because I know eventually, you know, he's going to deploy or he's going to go back to work obviously someday, and I'm going to miss him. So I should be spending every second with him. But that's also exhausting for both of us, because I have interests that I want to do that don't involve him, and he would like to be left alone sometimes, strangely enough. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all. I've got some clips of what we've been doing. Mostly it's walking the dogs. We also play video games quite a bit. We just finished Super Mario, and we're working on Donkey Kong now, so that's fun. Some of the clips are gonna be on, I just got a new camera. This is what I'm filming on right now, so some of the clips will be on that, and some of the clips are gonna be on for my Pixel, so if there's difference in quality, that's why. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Now I'm gonna see if Reed is ready to walk the dogs. Hi, Sadie. Let's go walk the dog. Alright. Good, good. Oh, did you grab? Forgot the poop bags. Gravy, did you grab poop bags? Go on. Come. Hi. You ready? Okay. We're gonna go get the mail. So excited. What do you think about it, baby?
Your camera?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
Megan? Oh, wow. Is that a cool pineapple? So cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Wow. Maybe you and your cute little nubby. You're cute. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. Spit it out. Good girl. So sleepy. So sleepy dogs. You sleepy dog. Excited to have a baby? So excited. It's gonna be so great. Alright, don't be a butthole. You excited to get out of the house? Yeah. Hi. Is Sadie so cute? Oh, and look at that run. Have a dog. Have a dog.
Oh, I think she made a blanket or something.
Oh, that's sweet.